Hello my beautiful collective, welcome to my channel. If you're an OG, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Pommy, a psychic tarot counselor and Reiki healer who has dedicated her psychic abilities to helping you heal and essentially live at your best version. So today we're going to be looking at what karma is making its way to you next. Now, I'm sure we are aware of these two scientific laws. The first one being that energy cannot be destroyed, but only transformed from one form to another. That is the first one. The second one is that for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, right? Now, karma is very true to those two scientific laws, okay? You cannot destroy the energy that you put out. Your actions are a form of energetic communication to the divine realms, okay? This is how we manifest. So whatever energy you put out, it will come back to you, all right? The only difference with karma is that the reaction, which is the energy that is returning to you, is not necessarily equal, but rather sufficient. It is enough for you to learn a lesson, for your soul to learn the lesson that it needs to learn based off of the action, based off of the energy that you let out. So the divine realizes that, okay, this soul needs to learn this and this and this lesson, and so this is the energy response that we're sending back. So there's good karma and there's bad karma, and as the creator of your own reality, you have the deciding power on which karma you want to manifest in your life. With all of that being said, let's look at what karma is manifesting in your life next, okay? Please note that this is a collective reading. I will no longer be doing pick a card readings because they are tedious and they do not fit into my personal schedule, okay? But the beautiful thing about collective readings is that if you stumble upon it, then it was meant to find you. That means that your divine team has that specific message for you. Also, my videos are now divided into two. This YouTube part of the video is the first part of your reading. This is where we look at the message of your tarot cards. This is where I channel messages from the divine and I relay them to you. If you're interested in getting additional information and more insights and just coming into more clarity, then you can join me on the extended reading, which is on Patreon. I will put this link in the description box. So on Patreon, we're going to look at your oracle cards. We're going to look at the story dice. We're going to look at the book of answers. Listen, I have invested in a number of spiritual tools in order to get as much information as possible and in order for me to paint as clear a picture as I can for you guys, okay? It is going down in the extended, okay? So you can head on over there. The link is in the description box and become a Patreon so that you never miss out on an extended reading, okay? Guys, my Instagram has been hacked, so I have a new account at Love Being Pretty Tarot. It's still new, so I'm not familiar with the name yet. At Love Being Pretty Tarot. You can head on over there and yeah, follow me on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok filming spiritual videos. So if you're interested in not missing out on that divine treat, you can head on over there and follow me at Love Being Pretty. Okay, I've said my piece. Let's get into today's reading. I hope you're enlightened. I hope it resonates with you. As for me, I will chat to you in another one of my videos. It's salute for now. Okay, my beautiful collective, before we see what karma is making its way to you, I want us to pull a crystal to see what the energy of this reading is. Okay, let's do this. It's easier for me. Ooh, okay. I believe this is the red jasper crystal, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, I'm going to put a subtitle here with the correct name of this crystal. But this crystal is all about grounding. It's all about coming back to earth. It's all about being in the right place at the right time. Okay, it's all about feeling centered and secured. All right, so this is interesting and I'm excited to see what comes through in today's reading. So today I'm not using my tarot board because this is a quick reading. My son is asleep and when he wakes up I can work, but I cannot do readings because he's very right, so we're just going to do a general reading and without the use of my tarot card, and see what karma is making its way to you. Okay, my beautiful collective. All right, so I'm just going to do a 3-card spread like this. Organize it. Okay, please clarify the 2 of Swords. Beautiful. Please clarify the 8 of Pentacles. That flew right out and I see why. And please clarify the 8 of Wands. We have the 3 of Cups. All right, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Firstly, there is a message that your divine team has been trying to communicate to you, but you're not listening. Okay. They've been communicating this message through dreams, through visions, through epiphanies, but you're not listening. And because you're not listening, you're not going to achieve the state of happiness that you're hoping for or that your heart is desiring. Okay, because I see that you're in a state of confusion. You basically are somebody who's lost. I'm hearing lost because there's lack of guidance, but it's not that you don't have guidance. It's just that you're not listening. You're choosing to be blind. Okay, you're choosing to be blind and to basically live a life that has no sense of direction. And the sad thing is that as long as you keep yourself in the state of confusion due to you not listening, you're going to miss out on this opportunity of happiness and fulfillment in life. Okay, this is serious because the message that is coming through here has to do with your life, the quality of life that you live. I see here that you're focused on something, but what you are focused on is only leading you to destruction. Okay, you're basically working against yourself. I nearly said pushing against the current, but I was told no, you're working against yourself. Okay, and you're going to be very disappointed if you don't listen to your intuition, because your intuition is screaming. Okay, you need to listen to what your heart is telling you outside of fear, outside of negativity, outside of the ego. Okay, because the ego is not going to get you anywhere. All right, and know that once you listen to the guidance that comes through, you're going to then open the pathway to your blessings manifesting. Okay, and I definitely see you being in a very celebratory mode. And I see you being on the same page with your family, your ancestors, your bloodline. Okay, your ancestors are definitely trying to communicate with you, and you are not going to receive the blessings that are due to you if awulaleli what they're trying to say to you, and you keep yourself in the state of confusion. Because I'm hearing you're not a victim. I'm hearing that this is a personal choice that you're making to not listen to your intuition. But you want your dreams to be fulfilled. You want your heart's desires to be fulfilled. But awumameli. And they're constantly dropping messages for you, but you're not listening. Okay. When you get heart palpitations, I'm hearing that is a message from them. Okay. But I don't know how you're brushing this off. You're brushing this off. And instead you are distracting yourself, doing what it is that you're busy focused on. You have a very egotistical approach to this situation, and you're being advised to move into your heart space so that you can connect with your ancestors, so that you can receive the messages that are coming through, and so that your blessings can make their way to you. Okay, because you're self-sabotaging essentially. All right, there's a message that's coming through here. Let me just listen. I'm trying to, like, the thing with the messages that come through, I have to try and phrase them so that you guys understand, because when they come to me, I know exactly what is being said. I understand, and the scenarios that are played out and the images that pop into my head, I know exactly what's going on. The issue comes with me portraying that message to you in a way that you can understand. So there's a message here of you thinking that you're in the right. You think you're perfect. I'm sorry to put it that way, but the way it's coming through, it's like you think that your life is perfect and you're doing the right thing, and you have no concept of the fact that you don't walk alone. You don't walk alone. So whatever it is that you've built out of this sort of egotistical attitude is going to be destroyed, unfortunately. Guys, I'm that tarot reader who's not going to fluff things, okay? I'm not here to look good in your eyes or to be in your good books. I'm just here to, as a bridge. I mentioned in my What is Tarot video, which I will link in this video somewhere, I mentioned that as a psychic tarot counselor, I'm a tarot counselor, I'm a bridge between the divine and us in the physical world. So I cannot change the messages to be that which I want them to be, or to try and not come across as, you know, some type of way towards you guys, because if I do that, then I distort the message completely. So I'm not in the business of trying to sugarcoat or tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to relay the message of your ancestors, your angels, and spirit guides, okay? And your ancestors are the ones coming through here, and they're saying that you have adopted an egotistical approach to life, and you believe that whatever success you've been able to achieve is due to your own willpower and your own doing, but it's not. And to give you a wake-up call, they're going to destroy all of that which boosts your ego, okay? Because there's a huge lesson that you need to learn, and the lesson is that of humility. The lesson is that of listening. You need to listen, and you need to understand that there are people who come before you, and you're not the be-all and end-all, okay? You consist of an entire community, an entire bloodline, and if you don't listen to the guidance that comes through, and you believe that you're going to learn a very, very tough lesson, okay? So I can definitely see here that your divine team is warning you to listen, to go within and take some time to listen to what they have to say to you, because if you do that, you can expect happiness, you can expect positive outcomes. But if you don't, and you continue the way that you've been going, having this egotistical, stubborn approach to life, and being pompous, and essentially being a narcissist, you're going to experience a very difficult downfall, okay? So with you, they're basically saying that the karma that is making its way to you is dependent on you. You can change the trajectory of this karma, okay? You can turn it into something positive. You can turn it into good karma by listening to the guidance that is being given, by taking the steps that you've been directed to take, okay? If you choose to be stubborn and not listen and continue going down the path that you're currently going in, you're going to experience extremely painful karma, and everything that you thought you knew and this tower that you built for yourself is going to come crumbling down. Look at that. The crown has been flipped over by the lightning, divine intervention. So what you think you know is going to turn quickly into disaster, because the divine is going to show you that what you think you know is lack of wisdom. You don't even know the half of it, okay? They know more than you. They are wiser. They see a broader picture than you do. So it's very important to always be an acknowledgement of them, okay? But if you choose to listen and you choose to take the steps that are given, then the end result is happiness, completion, fulfillment, success, and blessings coming in, okay? Blessings coming in, and also happiness of your bloodline, the bloodline being happy, and coming together with you, celebrating with you, sending these blessings. Okay. Remember that ancestors come before us. Think of it as a family setup. With your parents come before you in the sense that they've walked the life path before you, okay? And they're always there guiding you. And when you don't listen, a parent is not going to want to do things for you, in the sense that they're not going to want to go the extra mile. They're just going to play their part as a parent, to raise you, to get you to a certain point to do this, but they're not going to want to go above and beyond. Do you understand? Because of your behavior, because of your attitude, because of your ignorance. Okay, so it's very important to understand that our ancestors are like our parents. They come before us and they always want to help and provide and celebrate with us. But there is nothing to celebrate if you are disrespectful and you have an ego and you are not mindful of them. Okay, so it's very important to always, with anything that you do, consult first. Let them know. You don't have to be asking all the time. Just let them know. Let them know what's going on in your life. Keep them in the loop, even though they know, they already know and they see. But it's a matter of respect. Okay, it's the act of respect, of consideration, of humility, by you going to them and informing them, even though they see. There's just something about the humility of you going to them and informing them about the events of your life, okay, that makes them want to do more for you, because they appreciate the way that you carry yourself. They appreciate the humility. All right. So I definitely see you progressing to an emotionally happy place and having a lot to celebrate, provided you take the steps that are given, you listen to the guidance that the divine is trying to give to you, the steps that they want you to take. Very important for you to listen. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the thoughts that pop into your head, positive ones, that is. Okay, very, very important. Another message that I'm being told here is that the success that you've achieved has made you very pompous. It's made you very pompous, and it is basically spinning you out of control. And because of this, if you don't change the trajectory that you're going in right now, you're going to experience a painful downfall. Okay. So the thing here for you is, it's up to you, essentially, whether you choose to listen and choose a happy ending, or choose to not listen, continue being stubborn and going in the way that you're going, and choose a painful ending. Okay, the karma is laid before you. It's up to you to make a choice. Twos also represent choices. Okay, our choices, duality, complements. So you need to make a choice, and whatever choice you make, the results will complement the choice that you've made. So if you make a choice to listen, the result will complement that, and that result is happiness and fulfillment, a positive outcome. If you choose to not listen, continue going as you are, then the result is destruction that complements the choice you've made of being stubborn, of following an egotistical approach. Okay. All right, my beautiful collective, I'm going to end the YouTube part of your reading here. This is the first part of your reading. I am filming an extended on Patreon, so you can head on over there to see what messages come through to basically support the message of your tarot cards, the message here on the table. So in the extended on my Patreon, we're going to look at oracle cards, we're going to look at story dice, we're going to pull a pendulum where you get to ask a question. I have invested in a number of spiritual tools to help you get as clear a picture as possible. So if you're interested in continuing this reading, you can head on over to my Patreon. The link is in the description box. And yeah, that's that. I'll also put it here in the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was informative and helpful. And if this is where we are parting ways, you and I, thank you for tuning in. I will catch you in another one. If you're joining me in the extended, I will see you there just now. Salute and bye.